Now we will study types of government system. Most of the countries in the world have adopted principle of governing a country accordingly to their constitution. Constitution means written book in which rules and regulations are mentioned. How to govern the country. The constitution of every country is different. Why? Because every country has social structure, different traditions, different historical background as well as geographical setup. So, every country's constitution is not same. Similarly, like that, every country's government system is not same. So, we will see different type of government system. There are two types of main government system. First one is parliamentary government system and second one is a presidential government system. In parliamentary government system, Prime Minister is the head of the executive along with his council of ministers, and they are elected by the members of parliament. Means we the people select our representatives and these representatives select the Prime Minister. Now, in presidential government system, the president is the head of the executive and president is directly elected by the people. In parliamentary government, our representatives elect the Prime Minister. In presidential form of government, people directly elect the President. Parliamentary system of government developed primarily in England. The English Constitution is unwritten constitution and Indian Constitution is in written form, and our government is carried out according to the Constitution. If we compare with England, their constitution is unwritten and the governance is carried out in accordance with traditions, customs and convictions. The British Parliament is an institution that has evolved, means developed over a period of time. The parliamentary system of government having its roots in Parliament is considered as a contribution of England. India has adopted the parliamentary system, so we can see some similarities and differences in the parliamentary system of India and England. For example, India is having written constitution and England is having unwritten constitution, but both India and England adopted the sovereignty of the parliamentary and British Constitution have centralized power. They oppose the federal system, but India adopted the federal system of government. The parliamentary system like India, the countries like Denmark, Canada, Austria, Japan, etc., They also having parliamentary form of government. Now we will see the characteristics of Indian parliamentary system. First one, the parliamentary system is a system of governance. The legislature of the central government is known as the parliament. The Indian parliament includes the President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now second point, members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. Means we are selecting our representative. They are the members of Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha is the house of people's representative and it is considered as a supreme body. The number of members in the house is fixed, that are 552. Now see the third point. Elections to the Lok Sabha are held at regular intervals, means after every 5 years. All political parties participate in these elections. The party which gets more than half of the seats is considered as a majority party, and that majority party forms the government. Means the party which get majority of seats in Lok Sabha elections, they form their government. For example, election took place in 2019. BJP got 303 seats. So they form their government. Now, fourth characteristics of the parliamentary system is coalition government. Now, what do you mean by coalition government? Now see, those parties which get majority of seats in the Lok Sabha forms the government. But sometime when no party gets a clear majority, so some parties come together to form a majority and they can establish the government. This type of government is known as a coalition government. Now take the latest example of Maharashtra. Shiv Sena, Congress and NCP came together and they formed coalition government, which was known as Maha Vikas Aghadi. In this way, candidates directly elected by people and become members of the legislature as representative, and party in majority gets the chance to form the government. So have you understood what is coalition government? Now we'll move further. Now, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers has a dual responsibility about legislative and executive. Now see, leader of majority party become the Prime Minister and he or she elects experienced persons or knowledgeable colleagues from ministerial position, means Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister along with Council Ministers have to perform dual responsibility, means double work. They have to fulfill the responsibility like making of laws. When they are members of executive, they have to implement the laws. This dual work they have to perform means dual responsibility. Students, I have given 6 fill in the blanks. You have to find the answers from your textbook and write in your notebook. By this, we have completed your first chapter. Thank you.